Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Let's get into it. Monday, February 5th, NBA and college basketball slate. One college game we're on, then a small slate in the NBA. So we'll get to it here, get through some analysis, and give you all the bets that we have so far. I will give you a reminder at the end of every show that we do in the comments section. There is a link to our Google Sheets, which is, it'll say docs.google.spreadsheet, a bunch of other stuff behind it. This will get you in. It's a ledger of all of our bets, what juice we got, how many units we placed on it, and what book we placed them at, then obviously the results. So basketball's been good to us so far, over 4,000 units up for the season, and we're getting rock and rolling only in February. So we've got this month, March, for college basketball. Then we've got April, May, June of NBA with all the playoffs and everything as well. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up. And then obviously baseball starts up at the end of March as we bet in that. Don't typically bet spring training games on those. So on that, so we'll get into those. So let's get into the lineup today. Kansas at Kansas State. Kansas State has been fluttering big time here. KU comes off a huge win at home against number 4 Houston. Absolutely destroyed Houston from the first half on and kind of put it in cruise control after that. Kansas only a 4.5 point favorite in this matchup here. It is an in-state rivalry, which is always tough. It is tough for KU to a lot of times play there. I just think Kansas State's kind of in one of those skids right now. I think they'll probably get up for Kansas. Can they make it a game within 5? You know, if KU's got a 5-point lead and hit some free throws late, I think they'll easily cover this number here. So I don't know if KU's going to win by 20, but a double-digit win shouldn't be out of the realm for the Jayhawks in this one as they move up the board after that big win against Houston on Saturday. So Kansas minus 2.5 first half, minus 4.5 for the game. One more time, Kansas minus 2.5 first half, minus 4.5 for the game. Then we'll get into the NBA slate. We've got... We got a computer that needs to be updated on the sheets, what we got. So let's see here. Let's get into today's line. So it looks like a lot of games DraftKings just took a lot of games off the board. So we'll get into Kings, Cavs. Cavs somewhere around 4.5 point favorite, depending on where you got it. Total around 235. We did get the Cavs at 4.5. So Cavs has been on a hot streak, played extremely well at home. The Kings have played a couple of good games on the road, pretty surprisingly, especially with Sabonis points total down, De'Aaron Fox down a little bit until this last game. But the Cavs are riding this hot streak, and I think we'll ride right with them on this hot streak. So they've been playing really well. Mobley's back. Darius Garland's back. I wouldn't say it's been seamless. There has been a lot of dysfunction a little bit, but they just seem to put it together in order to score points and make it work. So Cavs minus 1.5 first quarter, minus 2.5 first half, minus 4.5 for the game. Donovan Mitchell, we like him today, over 28.5 points and over 3.5 threes, as the Kings are not known for their defense. There should be plenty of scoring opportunities. But Jarrett Allen has seen, not necessarily his minutes cut, but his touches cut ever since Mobley's been back. So under 16.5 points for him. De'Aaron Fox under 2.5 threes. His point total still remains at 24.5. That's pretty tight. When he's at 27.5, the way he's been playing, the under's been pretty good to us, but 24.5 is a little tight. So we'll just go under 3. Sabonis under 13.5 rebounds, as the Cavs are one of the better rebounding teams in the league. Sabonis under 39.5 par. This number has come down quite a bit. He's kind of in one of these swoons here where, his number par was 40 plus, but his scorings went way down, which is definitely hurt. Those are going to hurt your par numbers when you're not scoring the ball. So under 39.5 there. Jarrett Allen over 1.5 blocks was plus 170 on DraftKings earlier today. So we like that opportunity, as the Kings do shoot some threes, but they will drive the ball a hole. And Sabonis will go down there as well. So I think plenty of opportunities for Jarrett to block a couple shots. And De'Aaron Fox, who's been a little bit of a turnover machine as of late, over 2.5 turnovers in that particular matchup. So one more time in this Cavs-Kings game, Cavs minus 1.5 first quarter, minus 2.5 first half, minus 4.5 for the game. Donovan Mitchell over 28.5 points, over 3.5 threes. Jarrett Allen under 16.5 points, but over 1.5 blocks. De'Aaron Fox under 2.5 threes, over 2.5 turnovers. Sabonis under 13.5 rebounds and under 39.5 par in this one. Next game up, Lakers, Hornets. This line keeps trucking. If you want the Lakers, you better get it now. If you're sitting on the Hornets, just wait because it'll probably go to 13, 14 before game time. This line was 11.5, 11. Now it's up to 12.5. The Hornets might be the worst team in the NBA. The way the Wizards played yesterday, you could definitely see them there. The Pistons obviously have the worst record, but it seems like the Pistons give you effort. The Hornets aren't even trying, it looks like. And if they are trying, oh my God, what's going on? And I still don't know about the Lonzo Ball deal. Once again, not on the injury report, but didn't play. So put him on the effing injury report for just he's out until we're going to reevaluate, then. So I haven't heard anything else. I've been searching, but nothing out there. But anyway, we do like the Lakers today. I think they're just going to, even if AD and LeBron don't play, which I expect probably one of them or both of them to play, I just don't see how they don't truck them. So Lakers minus 3.5 first quarter, minus 6.5 first half, minus 3.5 third quarter, minus 11.5 for the game. Hornets under the 106.5 team total because they haven't come close to scoring 107 against anybody. Austin Reeves over 15.5 points. We think he'll get some more playing time as they try to give LeBron and AD some extra minutes off. Austin Reeves over 1.5 threes. We'll also sprinkle money on Austin Reeves 3+ threes. Anthony Davis over 12.5 rebounds, over 1.5 blocks in that particular matchup. So one more time, Lakers, Hornets. Lakers minus 3.5 first quarter, minus 6.5 first half, minus 3.5 third quarter, minus 11.5 for the game. Hornets under the 106.5 team total. Austin Reeves over 15.5 points, over 1.5 threes, 3+ threes. Anthony Davis over 12.5 rebounds, over 1.5 blocks. Next game up, Mavs, 76ers. This line's moved as well. Now the 76ers are getting 2.5 at home as a home dog, 243 total. I'm not sure if people realize how bad the Mavs are on the road. But Luka has been playing out of his mind. Kyrie's supposed to be back on this one. We don't like the side or the total in this particular game. And these 240 games have been absolutely just brutal when you're playing the over, especially first quarter and first half, as the number is normally north of 60 and then north of 120 at halftime. They have not panned out for us here lately. The unders have, especially in those type of games, but it's been an under couple of weeks. It seems like now there's been a couple of days where over half the games went over, but not many. So a couple player props in this one for us. We're going to go Maxey over 30.5 points, Maxey over 2.5 threes, also Maxey 4+ threes. Tobias Harris, though, under 22.5 points. I just don't, on a normal night, Harris, even without Embiid's not going to score 23. So we'll go under 22.5. Luka under 56.5 par and over 3.5 turnovers. Now, this is down from his 60.5 par the other night, but 40-point triple-doubles are hard to come by on the road. Especially, so we'll stick with the under 56.5 par. Probably sweating that out with the last minute, as I expect them probably to go 52, 53 at least. But we will have Maxey over 30.5 points, over 2.5 threes, also 4+ threes. Tobias Harris under 22.5 points. Luka under 56.5 par, and Luka over 3.5 turnovers, as that has 4 turnovers plus has been coming for him for a while. Next game up, Warriors at the Nets. Warriors hitting the road one more time here. Nets have been playing pretty well. They're a little inconsistent, as their record would indicate. Ben Simmons going to be out tonight. It's actually, that offense runs pretty smooth when he's when he's in charge of distributing the ball around. He gets the guy to the open. It's not normally the ball stops at Cam Thomas and he shoots, which is kind of nice on that one. So, like I said, Nets, Warriors, we definitely like the Nets, I think, in this situation here. They have went from we got them actually at -2, and now they're at +1. So line moving, probably something we need to look at injury-wise, maybe to happen on that one. But Nets -0.5 first quarter, third quarter, first half, and then -2 for the game. Mikal Bridges over 22.5 points, over 2.5 threes, 4+ threes as well for a little bit of money. And then Draymond Green over a half a three-pointers. He's been hitting one a game here pretty consistently. And then over 6.5 rebounds. And the Nets over the 119.5 team total, as the Warriors' defense is optional except for like a couple of guys. So Nets -0.5, first quarter, third quarter, and first half. -2 for the game. Mikal Bridges over 22.5 points, over 2.5 threes, also 4+ threes. Draymond Green over a half a three-pointer made, and then over 6.5 rebounds. And then we'll also take Nets over the 119.5 team total. Next game up, Clippers at the Hawks. This line just didn't move on FanDuel anyway. The Clippers have been 3 pretty much since last night until this morning. Now the line moved to 4. Can Atlanta really cover 4 games in a row? I don't believe so. So the Clippers have been on a roll. I understand it's a back-to-back. Kawhi Leonard's he stepped up the last few weeks especially. It seems like he's definitely option number 1, then everybody else falls into place unless he's having like an off shooting night or something like that. So we do like the Clippers are 4-point road favorite, 242.5 in Atlanta. We do like the Clippers here quite a bit. Like I said, hottest team the last couple months. Atlanta is still the worst team against the number all season long. So Clippers -0.5, first quarter, third quarter, and first half. -3 for the game. Also, Kawhi Leonard over 26.5 points. We're actually going to go over 2.5 threes as he's been hot from three land as of late the last 3 games. Paul George, who still can't figure out to score and couldn't yesterday, as he couldn't figure out how to get over 18.5. So we're definitely going to bet the under 21.5. Then we got Trae Young over 3.5 threes as he's been hitting 6 a game here for the last 3 games. So we'll go over 3.5 there. James Harden over 2.5 turnovers. Cashes again yesterday at plus money. Then all of a sudden it's back to -145 on DraftKings. What a shock that is. Bring it on that one there. So Clippers -0.5, first quarter, third quarter, first half. Clippers -3 for the game. Kawhi Leonard over 26.5 points. Paul George under 21.5 points. Kawhi Leonard over 2.5 threes. Trae Young over 3.5 threes. James Harden over 2.5 turnovers. Last game of the day, Raptors going to the Pelicans. Raptors 11.5 point road dog, going to New Orleans, 230 total. The Pelicans could either keep this game way too close and lose, or they're going to blow them out. And to be really honest, I don't know what the Raptors are going to do. They've been kind of funky. They were strong real quick after the trade, now they're getting funky a little bit. So just a few player props in here, but make sure you do check the Google Sheets out to see if we've updated any plays in there. But Brandon Ingram under 23.5 points, because every time I seem to watch him play, it's always under 23 points. CJ McCollum over 3+ threes, and Valanciunas over 10.5 rebounds. So just 3 player props in this game. Brandon Ingram under 23.5, CJ McCollum over 3+ threes, and then Valanciunas over 10.5 rebounds. So I mentioned a couple times before, at the end of every show that we do, in the comments section, you'll see a link to our Google Sheet. It's docs.google.spreadsheet, a bunch of other stuff behind it. Just click into that link. It should get you right into our Google Sheet. It'll show you all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units, what book we placed them at. Then obviously when the games are over, the result, and kind of see where we're at. Yesterday was kind of up and down. We got hot, got cold, got hot, got cold. So one of those type of days yesterday. No big shake, though. I mean, Saturday was a good day before that. So we're just kind of motoring along here, just picking up our money as we go along every day. Consistency is a big deal in these. If you just pick and pop, more times than not, you're going to pick and pop on the losing day rather than on the winning day. So betting them consistently definitely pays off in the long run. We're making plays every day. So just having the appropriate bankroll. I mean, if you've only got $500 in your bankroll, you can't be betting $100 a game. You need to be more looking at about, $10, $20. Have plenty of bankroll there in case you do hit a cold streak. It does happen. The best poker players in the world lose money on days. The best sports gamblers in the world lose money on days. It's the way it goes. It's called gambling for a reason. We're just trying to build this like a stock portfolio. We try to build it every day. But if we can win 5 out of 7 days, that's a good week. Just need to be more positive than negative long term. That's what we're looking for, to build that bankroll up. So make sure you check out those Google Sheets. And as always, if you could subscribe and get notifications to the YouTube channel, that'd So all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on for YouTube. Every time we drop a new episode of bets, you'll get a notification to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped some new bets, and give you plenty of time to match those up with your bets and give you that ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window. I do appreciate everybody's support as always and look forward to seeing you on the next episode.